So shloka number 18, what was discussed? What did you learn from that? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita sama-darśinaḥ. So anything you remember?
If at the soul level everyone is same, so we should be having that vision as well, like as a like Krishna conscious person.
Yeah.
We should not see, and we should always look from the perspective of like not distinguishing when this Krishna consciousness has to be given.
Yeah.
Everyone is eligible. It's not like few are eligible. Even a dog or a dog or a person, anybody is eligible.
Yeah, very good. So that shloka teaches us the vision of equality. Vision of equality. In the world, there are many organizations. Keep all the spiritual or transcendental organizations aside, but even the material organizations, whether it is UNESCO or UNO, any other organizations, some local, some state level, nation level, world level, different organizations, they are all trying to achieve this equanimity. Because without equanimity, there are so many problems. When there are disparities, when there are, so you are poor, you are rich, you are looking handsome, you are looking ugly, you belong to country of
X country, X race.
Yeah. So racism, caste feeling, wealth status, so many things are there, so many disparities. And they're all trying to achieve this equality, but it's not working out. So the reason for their failure is they don't know the formula for achieving the equality. They don't know the formula for achieving equality. Similarly, the last shloka of this chapter, 5.29, that shloka teaches us peace formula. Shanti mantram. This is Shanti mantram actually. Bhaktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhrudam sarva bhutanam jnatva mam shantim richati. So we'll discuss the details of that shloka when we come to that shloka. But in simple words, that shloka is a peace formula. Again, there are different organizations in the world. They are trying to achieve world peace. Just like they are trying to achieve world equality, they are trying to achieve world peace. But they don't know. They don't know the formula. They don't know the formula of achieving the peace. That's why they are failing. They're trying different things, but nothing is working out. So the success formula for achieving world peace, equality, the equality vision is to identify everybody. Is to identify everybody at the level of soul. Identify everybody at the level of soul. Hare Krishna. So when you see the presence of soul and super soul in every living entity, then you don't differentiate that this person is a man, female, this person is a human being, this is an animal, a tree, a small insect, a small mosquito, So many times we don't hesitate to kill mosquitoes, right? Ants, mosquitoes, we don't hesitate to kill them, especially in India. Just like how Arjuna does war on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, in India, it's a Nitya Yuddham. It's a Nitya Yuddham. Sada Sarvatra Hari Sankirtana, like that, Sada Sarvatra mosquito. What is the name for a mosquito in Sanskrit? Sada Sarvatra mosquito haranam. Sada Sarvatra mosquito haranam. So they use a bat, electrical bat in the evening, and for 5-10 minutes, they kill all the mosquitoes and they feel good about it. But we need to understand that as much as we have a right to live in this world, The mosquitoes also have a right to live in the world. Now, just like how mosquito is very insignificant to us, if Brahma also thinks, in the eye of Brahma, we are just like that mosquito. If Brahma also thinks that way, Brahma can kill us. Tick, 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 tick. Mosquito bat. He doesn't even have to use a mosquito bat. With his mantra shakti, he can just kill everybody. So, everybody has a right to live. Only when we see the presence of soul and super soul in every living entity, then we see everything as equal. Now you can see the difference, right? As you started practicing Krishna consciousness, as you started practicing Bhakti and started attending these classes, started chanting, now you'll think 1,000 times before you kill ant or mosquito. We don't kill unless it is a very disturbing thing or it's not going away. You don't kill. So you use if there's a bug inside the house, you use a cup, paper cup, and then somehow you bring it into the paper cup and leave it outside. So because we appreciate, we understand the soul, we understand the importance of life for that soul in that body. Because once upon a time we were in that body, right? Our soul was in that body, in the body of mosquito or ant. And maybe in the future, if we don't take this seriously, maybe in the future we will again go back to that body. Dhritarashtra, after entire Mahabharata war was over, he asked Krishna, when all the Kauravas were killed, Dhritarashtra asked Krishna, why Krishna, why do I have to go through so much of suffering? Suffering of loss of 100 sons. Then Krishna says, 50 lifetimes ago, you killed 100 ants. You killed 100 ants. And you had to take 50 lifetimes as a human being to do some punya karma, some sukruti, punya karma, so that you get a son. So that you get 100 sons. To get one son itself is very difficult. Okay? You need to have a lot of sukruti, punya karma to get one son. Now Dhritarashtra, in order to get the punishment for killing 50 ants, he had to get sons. And in order to get sons, he has to do punya karma, sukruti for 50 lifetimes. Then he got 100 sons, and then as a punishment for killing 50 ants, he had to suffer the loss of 100 sons. That's how Krishna explains to Dhritarashtra. So, you have something to say?
Yeah, Prabhu, so just a question somebody I heard. It's like when we say the mosquito or thing, right? We don't kill.
Yeah.
So the argument somebody was giving like, hey, we are anyways cutting their cycle, right? We are expediting their. Anyway, that's not very useful for them.
So, before they can do that, they need to ask a question. What right do they have to end their cycle so that they can give a better life? And what is the guarantee that they'll get a better life? And first of all, are you the creator who created that mosquito? If you are not the creator, you don't have a right to kill. You don't have a right to decide that you are giving a better life. You are ending this cycle and you are giving a better life. So they speak as if they are giving a human life to that mosquito, right? No, after mosquito, then there is another insect. So, yeah, we cannot take Prakriti in our hands. We cannot take the control of the Prakriti in our hands. The Prakriti is designed by Krishna to operate in certain way. We cannot exploit, we cannot manipulate, we cannot take that into our control. So we all have this disease of controllership.
But in a situation when self-defense are like snake is eating a white baby and all that.
No, for snake, the Shastra gives a license. Yeah, snake you can kill.
So how can we know from anything is coming license is there license? Why not mosquito provide?
No, if it is life-threatening thing, mosquito is not life-threatening.
It can be, right?
Hmm?
Dengue, and other things.
See, why will you get malaria? Not because of mosquito bite. Not because of mosquito bite. Your immunity. If your immunity is good, then whether it is a mosquito bite or an ant bite or any other bite, leaving all the venomous things aside, if you take normal insects, small insects, bugs, right? If your immunity is strong, those things will not do any harm to you. Even if they bite, nothing will happen to you. Yeah. The problem is we don't have good immunity. We don't eat good food. We don't have a good lifestyle. So that we now look at the animals. Cows, buffaloes. Have you seen? Do they resist when mosquitoes fall on them? Do they resist? Do they have a bat like this? Have you ever seen a cow jumping with a bat like that? No. The mosquitoes bite. With the tail, they can do something. Yeah, but they come on the face, and you see many times the flies and mosquitoes. They are near the eyes only. They are near the eyes, mouth, nose, and everything. They bite them. They bite them. But they only eat natural grass. They only eat what is intended for them to eat. And they only eat how much ever is needed. Whereas human beings, we have intelligence, right? So we are smart. We have intelligence, we are smart. So we eat everything that we are not supposed to eat. We eat unlimited amount of quantity. Bahubali sandwich, Bahubali dosa. All these things.
You can kill wild animals from or
Yeah, if you are able to. If you are able to. Wild animals also, if you don't threaten them, they won't kill you. Yeah, they won't kill you.
fear of because of that fear we and they
But we shouldn't be killing them just for like our hunting.
Yeah. Just for pleasure and hunting, we cannot. To protect, we can. Yeah. So, yeah. So why is this blurry? I changed the settings, but still, from one direction it is not blurry. From one direction it is blurry. Anyways. Yeah. So this shloka, it teaches us the vision of equality, to see everything as equal. Now, Krishna gives examples in that shloka. Vidya Vinaya Sampane, Brahmane. One is Brahmana. Gavi. Gavi means cows. Why is there echo? Okay. So Brahmana, Gavi. Gavi is a cow. Hastini. Hastini is elephant. Shuni. Shuni is dog. Yeah. And Chandala is a dog eater. Chandala is dog eater. So Krishna gave 5-6 examples. So these examples, if you observe these different examples, right? Why Krishna gave these random examples? He could have given one example, or he could have given example of all animals, 3-4 animals, or 3-4, or the 4 Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. He could have given examples like that, right? Why Krishna gave examples of mixed species, and that too different within each species he gave different examples. For example, animals he gave cow and elephant, and within human beings he gave an example of a Brahmana and Shudra or Chandala. So why?
In general, we treat like Brahmanas like vegetarian. Vegetarian, they will eat only veg for vegetarian.
Oh, Hare Krishna.
To cover a larger spectrum.
To cover the larger spectrum.
Because when we talk about equal vision, it should
Yeah.
be covering all.
Please come. Yeah. So, to cover larger spectrum, he could have used amoeba. He could have given an example of amoeba and Brahma. And that covers everything. Vidya Vinay Sampane, Amoebe Brahma. Amoebe Brahma. So, he could have given two examples.
We treat them as not in Brahmanas, in Haridas and all that. We by give buddhi buddhi veggie type of
Buddhi, higher intelligence. Yeah. So Krishna gave these examples, different examples, different species, and different examples from within the same species, to illustrate different entities that are in different modes, different material modes, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, sattva, rajas, and tamas. So, what are the examples? Brahmana. Which mode Brahmana is predominantly in? Sattva guna. And then Brahmane, Gavi. Gavi is cow. Cow is also in Sattva guna. And Hastini, elephant. Elephant is in Rajoguna. And Shuni, dog. Dog is in ignorance, Tamoguna. And Chandala, dog eater. Dog eater is also in ignorance, mode of ignorance. That's why he's covering all these three modes. Three modes of material nature.
Dog eater also same as the Brahmana?
No. Dog eater is same as a dog. When a human being is eating a dog, is equal to dog. Yeah. When a human being is eating pig, is equal to pig. When a human being is eating a chicken, is equal to chicken.
You are what you eat.
You are what you eat. Very good. You are what you eat. Yes, this is the true definition of you are what you eat. Huh?
He's saying I eat a lot, so I have a combination of so many things.
You eat what? Chicken?
Anybody.
Huh?
For example, anybody eats like multiple things.
Chicken, everybody eats, right? Pig.
So they are maybe little bit of cow, they are little bit of
Yeah. So
Who are
Krishna.
eating cow, they are not cow, right?
Yeah. So this is a critic. Yeah, Venugopal is a critic. If you are eating cow, you are not cow. If you are eating a human being, you are not a human being. Very good. So somebody is listening to the class attentively. Yes. That means you are lower than cow. You are lower than human being. If you are eating a cow, you are lower than cow. If you are eating a human being, like Chinese, they eat human beings also. They eat small fetus. They eat small babies. Yeah, they do that. No, they eat fetus. They eat newly born baby also. Yeah. Yeah, real. You do research after the class. Yes.
No,
They do
once
that.
upon a time. Once
No,
when
now.
the hybrid seed, they have plenty of food now. They don't eat all this.
They do.
They do.
Yeah. It's only degrading. Kali Yuga is degrading. Every year it's degrading. So Chinese, Japanese, all these people, they eat anything that is walking, running, crawling, moving. They eat everything.
They have a vision equity in a different sense.
Yeah. They are treating everything as equal.
Everything as food.
They are treating everything as equal. Yes. Yeah. So Krishna gave examples of these different things just to cover that how people differentiate. Based on what people differentiate. We differentiate, different human beings And we make a distinction between animals and human beings based on these three modes. That's why Krishna is saying you have to transcend beyond these three modes. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Niryogakshema Atmavan. This is from second chapter, if you remember. So, in that shloka, Krishna tells Arjuna that the Vedas are primarily dealing with the three gunas. Now you go beyond these three gunas, transcend above these three gunas, and see the higher truth. So what is the higher truth? Higher truth is seeing everybody and everything as equal. Seeing everybody and everything as equal. That's why there is an echo. I don't know why, from where it is coming. Maybe from Venugopal's phone. No? Huh?
I am not hearing any echo, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I'm muting myself.
I just muted you now. Hare Krishna. Yeah, now I don't hear echo. We'll see. Talking about echo. I'll tell you a small story. I told this in evening Gajendra Stuti call. I don't know if you were there or not that time. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Kalpana. So talking about echo, right? Krishna in Vrindavan, there's a nice pastime about echo. When he was little, Krishna behaves innocently. Not behaves, but he's innocent. Okay, it's not like he's acting or pretending. He's innocent. So one day he was in the forest. He was near the caves, and he spoke something, and then he heard echo of his own words, and then he thought there is somebody hiding from him, and they're trying to trick him. And then Krishna repeats that word again, and he hears that word back again. So like that, Krishna says that word multiple times, and then every time he says that word, he hears it back. So there is an echo. And then Krishna tells, why are you hiding behind? If we have courage, you come in front of me and show me who you are. And he will hear the same exact words again. Because it's an echo, right? So everything that he says, it's echoed. He will hear back saying that, hey, why are you hiding behind? If you have courage, come in front of me and show me your face. And then Krishna is even more perplexed. And then this time he says, do you know who I am? I am son of Nanda Maharaj. And then he will hear that again. Do you know who I am? I am son of Nanda Maharaj. And then Krishna is really bewildered, what's going on? So, and then he runs away. Out of fear, he runs away, thinking that there is some demon or somebody trying to trick, or they're making some plan to do something to him. So that Krishna, who is the Shabdake Paurusham Rishu, he's the sound in the ether. In Bhagavad Gita he says Shabdake. K means Kaha. Okay, Kaha means ether. Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Kam Mano Buddhi Revacha. Kam means ether. Okay, ether is the medium for the sound to travel from one place to another place. Now when I am talking, the sound is reaching from me to you through the medium of ether. That is called Kam. In Sanskrit, it's called Kam. Kam. So that Krishna who said in Bhagavad Gita, I am the sound in the ether. Shabdake, I am the sound in the ether. And in one of the previous shlokas, Krishna said, Pranavaha Sarva Vedeshu. Of all the Vedic hymns, I am the Pranavanada, Omkara. That Krishna who said these are the two things, he is not able to understand the magic of sound. He is not able to understand the dynamics and the intricacies of sound. That Krishna who said, I am the sound in the ether. He is the personification of sound in the ether. He is not able to understand the mechanics of sound, the sound mechanics. He is not able to understand that. So that how innocent he was. This is all Leela. Krishna is showing this Leela. So that echo in Sanskrit is called Pratishuna. Pratishuna. Okay. Okay. So now, yeah. The Paramatma, seeing presence of Atma and Paramatma in every living entity, that is a vision of equality. That's why you see saintly people, even if they're elder to us, they bow down, they offer namaskara to us. When they are offering namaskara to us, they are not offering namaskara to this person. They are offering namaskara to the Paramatma within, the super soul within. So based on that super soul, they see everybody as equal. They don't differentiate whether you are educated, not educated, you're rich or not rich, you're practicing bhakti or not bhakti, you're practicing sincerely or not practicing sincerely. They don't differentiate like that. For them, everybody is a devotee. Even the so-called non-devotee is also devotee. A person who is not coming to the temple is also devotee. So there are 3 levels of consciousness. Okay, when people are practicing bhakti, the consciousness is at 3 levels: Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama. Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama. I'm hearing my echo again. So there is somebody is trying to do something to me. Now I need to run away, like how Krishna ran away. Hey, if you have courage, come in front of me. Show me who you are. Huh? Yeah, still.
Is it the hall problem?
No. No, not because of hall. Huh? Phone, everything is muted. Yeah, the audio is muted. Input, output, everything is muted. Super soul. So, Sri Lakshmi Ninja. Sri Lakshmi is anyway muted. Does somebody have their phone on? Connected? No, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing here. If you have your phone on, then I should not see that. Okay. Anyways, I'll consider this as a Leela. The Pratishuna Leela. Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. 3 levels of consciousness. So, Kanishta Adhikari is a beginner who just began practicing bhakti. We are all Kanishta Adhikaris who are beginners in bhakti. Madhyama Adhikari is little advanced. Madhyama Adhikari means he has strong knowledge of scriptures. He has a good amount of faith on Krishna, strong knowledge on scriptures. And 1 level above that is Uttama Adhikari. Uttama Adhikari is, he has the best, topmost knowledge on scriptures and topmost faith on Krishna. Strong faith, very strong faith. The Madhyama Adhikari, his knowledge on scriptures is very strong, but his faith, it can become shaky if he is not careful enough. If he is not careful enough, his faith can be shaky. Okay, his knowledge is strong. Okay, so the Uttama Adhikari is that person who does not differentiate between people, between animals and human beings, between small insects, big insects. He does not. Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmana, Chandala, there's no differentiation. He's practicing bhakti or not, coming to the temple or not, he's giving donation or not. No, there's no differentiation. That is Uttamadhikari. Okay? Yeah.
Madhyama to Uttama, what makes it the faith in him, the Madhyama, to make it Uttama? It's like knowledge is all there.
Yeah.
What is one factor to make them faith? One level.
More sadhana. More chanting, more sadhana. Yeah.
They convert into faith.
Yes. More seva, more sadhana, more chanting, all these things. Yeah. Knowledge-wise also, knowledge of a Uttamadhikari is much more stronger than Madhyamadhikari. But Madhyamadhikari, he has complete knowledge. If somebody, has a debate or argument with him, he can defeat that person. But the Uttamadhikari has even more superior knowledge. Bhakti is higher, his sadhana is higher, everything is intense. Yeah. So there is a small story when Lord Shiva, one day, one of the devotees of Shiva only, his name is Shankara. Okay, his name is Shankara. Like we have in Krishna Bhakti also, we have Krishna Dasa, like that, right? Vishnu Dasa, Vishnu Priya, Krishna Dasa, names are there like this. So this devotee by name Shankara, one day he's a Brahmana. He's a Brahmana and well educated. He's a Madhyamadhikari. Okay. So one day he was coming from temple to his home, and on the way he sees a beggar. He sees a beggar, and there are 4 dogs with him. And then this Brahmana Shankara, he says, "No, get out of my way. I need to go, and I don't want to see you. Okay, you're very contaminated. You have 4 dogs with you, and you are a beggar. You're not clean. So go out of my way." So he scolds him, and then the beggar speaks philosophical points. He says that, "Oh Panditji, why are you asking me to get out of your way? There's no difference between you and me. Yeah? So what way I'm not qualified? In what way I'm not qualified to be in front of you? When both of us are same, yeah? It is okay for you to be in front of me. It is okay for me to be in front of you. And I'm not disturbing you also. My dogs are also not disturbing you. Yeah? So technically we both are same. Then why are you asking me to go away?" Then the Brahmana, the Shankara Brahmana, he starts thinking, "Oh, he's saying something very serious." Then the Shankara asks that beggar, "So tell me more. How are you saying that we both are equal? I'm a Brahmana and you are a beggar. You are a Shudra, you are a beggar." Then the beggar says that we both are equal because there is Paramatma in you, and the same Paramatma is in me also. So then how can you say that we both are different? There is Atma, there is Parishuddha Atma in you, there is Parishuddha Atma in me. And the same Paramatma which is in you, the same Paramatma is in me also. So why are you differentiating? Why are you asking me to go away?" So then after hearing this, Shankara understands that he is not an ordinary person. And then he tells, "Now I accept you as my Guru. I would like to learn Vedic knowledge from you." Then he surrenders, he offers pranama to him, and then that beggar disappears and Lord Shiva appears. Lord Shiva appears. Huh? I don't think it is Adi Shankaracharya. Have you heard this story before? Dattatreya, he always has 4 dogs with him. The 4 dogs represent Vedas.
I mean, Shankaracharya, before, I think Shankara, as in Shiva, wants to test Shankara. I think Bhakti says that, see how good he is. This Shankaracharya, he's like reciting, he is also a Kali Bhakta.
Yeah.
He writes a lot of, he wrote a lot of shlokas and everything.
Actually, a door close చేయొచ్చు. డోర్ ఉందా తీసేసారు ఇక్కడ? లేదా? ఇంతకుముందు ఉండేది కదా? రిమూవ్ ఇట్. ఓకే. యా. యాక్చువల్ అక్కడ బిగ్ హాల్ ఉంది కదా, చేస్తున్నారా? ఓకే, బిగ్ హాల్లోనా? ఓకే, యా దట్స్ ఓకే. లేకపోతే ఆ హాల్కి డోర్ ఉంది కదా, ఆ రూమ్లో ప్రసాదం హాల్లో, అక్కడ వెళ్ళి డోర్ క్లోజ్ చేసుకోమని చెప్పండి. యా. సో actually we'll train Samet and Yashita to teach Balagokulam to the kids. Can you do that from next week? You can teach them some stories or some shlokas. You can engage them. You can make them play some games, whatever. Huh? Yes?
He said okay.
Okay, yes. That's your service. You both together, you both can do it. Yeah. If you know kirtans, you can sing some kirtans with them, or whatever way you can engage them, you can engage. Huh? Uh-huh. They have the evening service, right? So they come here at 4 o'clock, and then from 4 o'clock they'll be here until 9 o'clock. Yeah. So I asked Sri Vallabh Prabhu if he can come for the kids class, but he has not responded to me yet. I asked him yesterday only, so he said he'll think about it and let me know. So, okay, maybe he could be Adi Shankaracharya, or could be someone else.
So, like, I mean, even Kali Devi, as a Parvati Devi says that he's like really good and all. So, Shiva says there is still tiny bit of
Pride.
bad in him that I'm going to remove now.
Oh.
And then he appears as a so he appears in front of him as a beggar with 4 dogs, a beggar with dogs. And so he has tiny bit of pride that he's a Brahmana and a very respected one.
Learned person.
And how can a beggar stand in front of him?
Yeah.
So that's when he moves by saying the true meaning of how to see a human being,
Yeah.
or any living being as
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and then he appears as Shiva. That's when he has like he becomes, I think,
Uttamadhikari, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Adi Shankaracharya is an incarnation of Shiva only. So he is Uttamadhikari only. From beginning, he is Uttamadhikari only. So whatever, if that person in this story is really Adi Shankaracharya, then it's just a leela, just to teach us some lesson, that how we differentiate and how we should not differentiate. It's a lesson to us. There is another story of this person called Rantideva. Have you heard of this story? Rantideva. Rantideva, there is an incident from his life that also demonstrates the vision of equality. The story that we discussed, Shankara, that Brahmana Shankara, differentiating between humans, between Brahmana and beggar, that is for the 5.18 shloka. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Havyastini. It's an example for that vision of equality. So many times we hear stories in the class, we like the stories, but it is also important to know why that story was narrated and how it is, which shloka it was linked to, what is the topic it was linked to. So Rantideva is another devotee of the Lord. So one time, Rantideva observes fasting for 45 days. He takes some vrata, he observes fasting for 45 days. And then on the 46th day morning, when it is a time to break the fast, he was about to break the fast, the paran, the upavas paran, he was about to do that. So he was about to take little milk with ghee. Okay? at that time, somebody comes. Somebody comes and they ask for some food. So at that time, that little milk and ghee only was there, and some water was there with him. And then he gives a big chunk of it to that person, whoever asked. And then whatever is remaining, he was about to eat that. And then there is another, another beggar comes. Okay, first time I think it was a Brahmana. Okay, second time a beggar comes, and then Nandadeva thinks that even if it is a beggar or Brahmana, whoever it is, whoever comes to me and asks for some food, I should not say no. And then he gives whatever is remaining, the ghee and milk, he gives to that beggar. And then he was about to drink water. Only water was left with him now. He was about to drink water, and then this time someone else comes. Maybe a chandala, okay, a dog eater, something like that. So, and then he asks, I am about to die and I am very thirsty. Please give me some water. And then Nandadeva, all he had with him at that time was water. And that water also he gives to this person, thinking that, O Lord, if I am of little help in saving life of this chandala, so be it. By quenching thirst of this person, my thirst is quenched. I am satisfied by quenching thirst of this person. Thinking that he gives water to that person. And then there's nothing for him to eat or drink. And then that is when all those personalities, whoever received that food and water from him, they are none other than Brahma, Shiva and some other demigod. They all appear in front of him in their original form. And they say, we are very pleased with your devotion. We are very pleased with your vision. You are not differentiating who to give donation to, who not to give donation to. We are very pleased with you. Okay, and then they bless him to progress more in bhakti, and then they go back to heavenly planets. So this is the vision of equality. We have to inculcate in our sadhana. So in this section of fifth chapter has 3 sections at a high level. There are subsections, but at a high level there are 3 sections. The first section, Krishna clarified Arjuna's doubt. What is better, sannyasa or tyaga? Sannyasa or tyaga? Jnana or sannyasa? Jnana or sannyasa? What is the very first shloka of this chapter? Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha shamshasi yat shreya etayorekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Sunishchitam. That means please tell me definitely. Please tell me for sure. Please tell me very clearly, definitively, between sannyasa and karma, between renunciation and action, what is better? So then Krishna says both are equal. Food? Hungry, yeah? A room low? Yeah. So between the two, and both are equal. Action and renunciation, both are equal. Action with detachment and renunciation, both are equal. But between the two, action with detachment is better. It's better and easy. It's better and easy. So Krishna says, Sannyasaha karma yogascha nishreyasa kara ubau. Ubau means both. They both are equal. But tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate. Karma yoga is vishesha. It's special. Karma yoga is better than simply renouncing things. Karma yoga is better than renouncing things. Yeah. So like that, he gives further points to clarify Arjuna's doubt. What is better, action or renunciation? Action with detachment or simple renunciation. That is in first section. Second section, Krishna teaches how one can get liberation by having Atma Jnana, by meditating on the soul. And the next section, third section, Krishna teaches how one can get liberated by meditating on Super Soul. So that is where this topic 5.18 starts. 5.18, the vision of equality is based on both, based on the presence of the soul and also based on the presence of Super Soul. But most importantly, based on the presence of Super Soul. Because the soul is different. The soul is different. Your soul and my soul, they are different. They are Satchidananda, but your soul has certain qualities, certain characteristics that are different from me. It's unique. Your soul is unique, my soul is unique. The way how the soul surrenders Krishna is unique. Soul is eternal. Yeah.
You are similar to the super soul.
No, it's not similar to Super Soul. Soul is eternal, soul is Satchidananda, but soul has some uniqueness, individuality. Soul is unique. The way how I serve Krishna is different from the way you serve Krishna. You may be good at making garlands. I may be good at doing something else. So like that. So different souls in the spiritual world. This is the beauty of spiritual world. Variety. Variety is the beauty in spirituality. And how is that variety? It's unlimited and ever increasing. Unlimited number of varieties, and it is increasing. If you think of unlimited, if you denote that unlimitedness using some number or using some variable like x, let's say x represents unlimitedness in spiritual world. That x is increasing. In math we say, right, x tends to infinity. X tends to infinity. That x itself is infinity, and that x is tending to infinity. Infinity is tending to infinity. Okay? We cannot understand that.
What makes different origin? Why the qualities are different for different souls because of their karma? What makes them unique?
No, not because of karma. Because in the spiritual world, there is no karma.
There is no karma, but how that inculcate that qualities in them?
Mm-hmm.
It's like in your quality is different from my soul quality. So
Yeah.
how that quality is imbibed.
So by nature, they are like that.
Nature.
Yeah, by nature. Yeah, by default, they are like that. By design, they are like that. Like for example, salt and sugar. Salt and sugar, the nature is different. One is salty, one is sweet. The nature is different. And both are useful. Both are useful. We need both salt and sugar. Right? Until certain point, we need both salt and sugar. Until you are diagnosed with diabetes, you can take both salt and sugar. Until you are diagnosed with a high amount of BP, you can take salt. But both are needed. Similarly, in the spiritual world, Krishna likes this variety. The Ashtasakis, Lalita, Vishaka Saki and all other Sakis, Ranga Devi, Tunga Vidya, Sudevi, all these Ashtasakis, they serve each of the Ashtasakis, they serve Krishna and Radha in different ways. They serve Krishna and Radha in different ways. So that's...
So Prabhu, because that day when we were discussing this, my understanding was all souls are same.
Souls are same because
That's
they
how
are...
Prabhu explained, like all souls are same. And
Yeah.
that's how we see equal.
Mm-hmm. No. The equanimity is primarily based on super soul. Because super soul is same. The Paramatma that is in me is same as the Paramatma that is in you. Exactly same. It's like a Xerox copy.
But all souls are not same.
Not same. Yeah.
Because I was remembering from the device days also, like it was all souls are same.
Yeah. No, they are not same. The soul is pure. That is, from that standpoint, it is same. And the soul is made up of Sat Chit Ananda. Okay? Sat means eternality. My soul is eternal, your soul is also eternal. So from that standpoint, it is same. My soul has Chit, your soul also has Chit, knowledge. My soul is experiencing bliss, your soul is also experiencing bliss. From that standpoint also, it is same. But how my soul is experiencing bliss is different from how your soul is experiencing bliss. Because the way I am serving Krishna is different from the way you are serving Krishna.
But that is not characteristic of soul, right?
It's a characteristic of the soul.
That's like an environment. You are saying how we are experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm getting a sweet, you are getting a sweet.
Yeah.
I'm getting from a different shop, you are getting a different shop.
Yeah.
But the sweet remains same, right? And we are
No,
eating.
even though you get the... Huh?
No, but that is all external. I'm saying the relishment of the sweet is what our characteristics is.
Yes.
Which we are same, like which we are experiencing the
No,
same.
it's different. The way you enjoy gulab jamun, it cannot be compared with the way I enjoy gulab jamun.
Because that we are talking in the, and that's what my understanding from was like beyond soul, we also have like spiritual body or material body, and there are like subtle elements which all brings all those differentiation, right? Like your body, all the subtle body with the soul brings all those differences. But
No.
if we are talking about just the soul, it's all the same.
When the soul is conditioned in the material world, when the soul is kept in the material body, then there is an influence of the subtle body, all those things.
But even spiritual, they said there is a subtle body. When the spiritual body will be there, there will be.
No. In the spiritual world, there is no subtle body.
So there is no intelligence, mind there with the soul.
That intelligence is nothing but the chit. The chit component.
But we have a spiritual body also, right?
No, spiritual body, yes. We have spiritual body. That spiritual body is made up of Sat, Chit, Ananda. Just like this body is made up of matter, right? Pancha Mahabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Similarly, in the spiritual world, the spiritual body is made up of Sat, Chit, Ananda.
You saying the soul and the body is no difference. The soul and body are same.
There is no difference, yes. Correct.
The soul and body are same.
Yeah. Now I'll give another example to understand this easily. For example, in the material world, okay? So you have a material body, I have a material body. It's the same composition. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. And you have subtle body, I have subtle body. But you are different and I am different. Right? Is that true or not?
Yeah, and that's what I was attributing that difference to that subtleness, like our mind, ego, and the false ego, mind, and intelligence. Because that brings all those differences.
No. Because in spiritual world, there's no difference between body and soul. Yeah. In the material world, there's a difference. Body and soul. But in the spiritual world, there's no difference.
If there is no difference, and it's all the same, then the body and soul are same. Then why two souls are different? Because it's all the Satchid Anand only, right? Now,
Yeah.
Then what is how we are saying they are different? The two souls are different.
How we are saying two souls are different?
Yeah.
Because the Ananda component, Sat, Chit both are same. Okay? Sat means eternal. You are eternal, I am also eternal. There's no difference in that. It's not like you are eternal for 1 million years, I am eternal for 2 million years. It's not like that. Eternal means for you there's no Anadi Ananta. For me also there's no Anadi Ananta.
The true knowledge is also same.
Knowledge is also same. I am part and parcel of Krishna. You are also part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is the master, I am the servant. Okay? Anand, the only differentiating factor is Ananda. Ananda.
So every soul will have like different Ananda component.
Yes. And how?
Souls are different.
Huh?
Because of that only
Yeah.
souls are different.
Yes. Because the nature of souls is different. Nature of souls is different. How they serve Krishna. They serve in, each soul serves in different rasa. That way they are different. Yeah. You may be a friend to Krishna, and I may be a servant to Krishna. You are in Sakya Rasa, I am in Dasya Rasa. That's how there's a differentiation among the souls. That's why in the context of this 5.18 shloka, right? The equanimity primarily comes from super soul, from the presence of super soul. Because the super soul is same. It's an exact Xerox copy in every living entity. Even this. Okay, now I'll ask you this. At the time of death, what exactly happens? Who leaves from or before that, for example, this phone. We are seeing the presence of this phone, the physical form of the phone. How are we able to see the physical form of the phone?
We are seeing with our eyes.
Yeah. But how we are able to see this?
Sense. There is light.
Inside Paramatma making us to see.
Paramatma what?
Inside Paramatma is making us to see that is a phone.
Inside of, okay, Paramatma within us is making us to see.
See all the things and make us sense.
Okay.
Inside the functionality also, it's all about the super soul.
Yeah, no, let me rephrase my question. Who is giving the shape to this phone?
The manufacturer.
The
Every year they are changing also.
The shape is changing. The shape is changing.
Moving the camera and they are little.
Okay, now let me ask you this. You all have become very smart. We are talking about smartphone example. You are showing your smartness. A stone. How is the stone getting its shape?
Nature. By nature.
Nature?
Because the season changes by the.
No, stone doesn't have anything to do with seasons.
Seasons means like one mountain becomes a rock, right? Prabhuji, it become a small after the rain comes, it cuts, it becomes small. In that way I understood the stone.
Like manufacturing.
Manufacture, again, manufacture.
It is like first నుంచి stone కాదు కదా mountain నుంచి stone వచ్చి ఉంటుంది కదా.
Not all the rocks come from the mountain. Yeah. If the mountain, is going through some changes, the rocks will fall, and that's what we'll see. But let's say a pebble, a river rock, white color river rock, that's not from the mountain. River rock is not from the mountain.
Then God only created.
God created. But how is that rock or stone getting the shape? Whatever shape it has.
So over the period of years, it go under some process and then.
Okay. The simple answer is there is Paramatma in it. There is Hare Krishna. There is Paramatma in every single atom of the rock. Because of Paramatma's presence, the rock has certain shape. Okay? Now what happens if Paramatma leaves from every single atom of that rock? What happens?
It will not work.
It will not move. It will disappear. No shape.
The rock will disappear. The rock will disappear. You cannot see the rock. Okay? Now coming back to this, it's not because of Steve Jobs. It's because of Paramatma.
We are assembling lot of Paramatma elements together.
Yes, that's what they are doing. They're touching Paramatma every minute. So, because of Paramatma's presence, there is a shape. If Paramatma decides to leave, then it will disappear. You cannot see this phone. Even though you pay 2,000, you cannot see it. So, similarly, now let me ask this question. At the time of death, if a human being dies, at the time of death, what happens? Who stays in the body and who leaves?
Soul and super soul.
Soul and super soul both live. Huh?
Subtle body, subtle body with our mind and whatever we
Yeah.
carry. These 3 layers will be there, that also will carry with us.
Soul and super soul will live. But the body is there. There is a shape for the body. How is the body getting shape? Huh? No. Rock and phone example, what did we understand? Not Panchabhutas, right?
So until there is every cell or atom in the body, until it decays fully, there is some Paramatma.
There is Paramatma, yes. Okay? That Paramatma who is in the heart, he lives. At the time of death, he lives. The soul lives and the Paramatma lives. But within each atom of that body, Paramatma is there.
And we force, Prabhu, then we cremate the bodies, right? So we are forcing Paramatma to live. No, Prabhu is saying.
No, you should ask like this. Are we burning Paramatma? You should ask like this. Are we burning? Now see, Dhruva is also laughing. So, he also understood. Yeah. In second chapter, what did we understand? What did we learn about the soul? Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, nachainam kledayantyapo, nashoshayati marutaha. This Atma cannot be killed with a weapon or a sword. Atma cannot be moistened with water. Atma cannot be burnt with fire. Now that is talking about our Jivatma. When Jivatma itself cannot be burnt, now what to speak of soul or super soul? We cannot burn super soul.
Yeah, we are not saying burn, but see the body, like a human person is dead, but the body is still there.
Yeah.
It's still decaying, say, right? And you are saying, though the soul and the super soul for that person,
Yes, they live.
they left, but the body, every cell or every
There is Paramatma.
Paramatma is still there.
Yeah.
Till the body is visible.
Yes.
Then we are like
When you are burning the body,
forcing it, right? Like
Yeah.
we are like trying to cremate it.
Yeah.
We are forcing that to go. So that's
Yeah.
what my question was. It's not like we are going to burn the Paramatma,
Yeah.
but we are
Yeah.
forcing it. So should we do that, or should we just leave it at nature to just decay, right? Dig it in.
Decompose.
now both are same only. Whether you are leaving it like that and letting it decay, or whether you are burning it and completely destroying it, both are destruction only. One takes longer time, the other one is instant. But eventually, it's a
Here we are
material.
trying to force it. There, the nature will take care.
Yeah.
Inside Paramatma and soul is the one which make us to talk, to do everything, right? And if that does not exist in body, it's like doesn't make sense for the body, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we are cremating for that.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as soul leaves and the super soul leaves, it's of no use. That body is of no use. Even though there is Paramatma's presence in every single atom, it cannot function, right? It cannot function.
They do take I can donate my organs after I am dead, right? So doctors do take some organs,
Yeah.
and because there is a Paramatma in that organ, that is still usable for somebody else, right?
Yes.
That's how people do. Like, hey, I died.
Yes.
I am donating my organ.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So that is still true. Like, though me and the super soul with me has left, but there is still bit of Paramatma in the rest of the body.
Yes.
Right, which is still there.
Yeah.
And that's how the organ donation will work. Otherwise, it will not
Correct.
work.
Yeah.
Your body should not decay, right? Once super soul is present in all atom,
Mm.
it should not decay,
But
right?
slowly they will leave. That's what Prabhu is saying. It's not useful.
They leave?
Yeah.
No, he has a good question. It's an intelligent question. When there is super soul, body should not decay, right? But the presence of super soul in that state is, for a lack of better word, I would say, is not very active. The presence of super soul is not in an active state. It's not in an active state. It's a dormant state. It's a dormant state. And as soon as, I mean, even though there is Paramatma's presence, but it's made of matter. It's made of matter. And who designed the matter? Krishna designed the matter. Krishna designed the matter to decay. By nature, matter is like that. If matter is not working that way, if matter is not decaying, that means there is something wrong in Krishna's design. So Krishna himself designed matter to decay. That's why it is decaying.
But rock,
Even after a death, there is little bit of remaining energy which, if we don't burn it, if we cremate it or something, the hair and the nails keep growing.
Yeah.
Because there's still some, I mean, all the vital energy or the energy needed for the vital organs.
The pranavayu is gone.
Will go away. But the tiny bit of, but the remaining amount of energy is enough to grow the nails and hair and stuff. So if the body is not burned and just buried, then if they see after some time the hair is grown longer.
Yeah. That's why we see, right? Some skeletons, they have long nails. Yeah. Because the cells, there is some energy in the cells. Whatever food was eaten, that is still nurturing the cells. So as long as that is there, and there are cells in the hands, in the fingers, in the hair, that's why they are growing. Yeah, they'll grow for some period, and then eventually everything will decay. So by nature, matter is like that. It is Krishna's design to decay. Yeah.
but not the rock, right? So rock doesn't decay, right?
No, it cannot last long. Just because of super soul presence, it cannot last long.
It will go away maybe more than our lives. The rock also will go away, right? Like
Yeah, eventually, yeah. Yeah. Rock is also matter, and matter is temporary. Yeah. You may see a rock for 10,000 years, 20,000 years, but eventually, rock will disappear. Yeah. Okay. So now, let's come to 5.19. So in this section, Krishna is describing the qualities of a saintly person. First, he started with 5.18, vision of equality. A saintly person has vision of equality. He sees everybody as equal. Only such a person is called paṇḍitāḥ. Now let's see what are the other qualities Krishna described in next set of shlokas. Ihaiva tairjita sargo esham samye sthitam manaha निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्माद् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः. Iha, in this life, eva, certainly, tai, by them, jita, conquer, sarga, birth and death, esham, whose, samye, in equanimity, sthitam, situated, mana, mind, nirdosham, flawless, he, certainly, samam, in equanimity, brahma, like the supreme, tasmat, therefore, brahmani, in the supreme, te, they, sthita, are situated. Okay, Shamala, are you still there?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, can you read this translation and purport?
Yes, Prabhuji. Those whose minds are established in sameness and equanimity have already conquered the conditions of birth and death. They are flawless like Brahman, and thus they are already situated in Brahman. Purport. Equanimity of mind, as mentioned above, is the sign of self-realization. Those who have actually attained to such a state should be considered to have conquered material conditions, specifically birth and death. As long as one identifies with his body, he is considered a conditioned soul. But as soon as he is elevated to the stage of equanimity through realization of self, he is liberated from conditional life. In other words, he is no longer subject to take birth in the material world but can enter into the spiritual sky after his death. The Lord is flawless because he is without attraction or hatred. Similarly, when a living entity is without attraction or hatred, he also becomes flawless and eligible to enter into the spiritual sky. Such persons are to be considered already liberated and their symptoms as described below.
Okay. So in this shloka, Krishna is talking about equanimity of mind. Equanimity of mind. In the previous shloka, it was equality. This is equanimity. Equanimity of mind. Atma samyamya. Okay. Atma is in general understanding. Atma means soul. But in the specific context, Atma can also mean mind. That is the title of 6th chapter, Atma Samyamya Yoga. That means mind control. Okay, mind control. So here Krishna is talking about that Atma Samyamya, the stability of mind. Stability of mind. By nature, mind is okay. This is still going. Okay, I think this volume was on. It's a free phone given by AT&T. When I switched from T-Mobile to AT&T, they gave a free phone. iPhone only. Yeah. Okay. What were we discussing? Equanimity, right? Equanimity of mind. So by nature, mind is chanchala, flickering. So what is chanchala means? What are the details?
Thinking something, it will
Yeah, mind is here 1 second and the next second mind is somewhere else. Okay, that is one. Also,
always in action. Always in action.
Always in action. Okay. And what's the other nature of mind? Travels faster than light. Yeah. Okay.
It's never idle.
Never idle. Okay. Yeah. What else?
Wandering here and there,
Wandering here and there. Yeah.
like a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Not stare, like same thing.
In your practical life, how does the mind deal with the things? We deal with many people. We deal with many situations. Huh? How does the mind operate in our day-to-day life?
Receive data from all senses.
Hmm?
Senses, eyes and nose and all senses, it will receive data and then process.
Yeah. Uh,
You create biases.
what exactly does the mind do when we are dealing with things and people? What exactly mind does?
Thinking.
Thinking. Okay.
Yes, it will create
Processes. Yeah.
judgmental thing like this person is bad, this person
Ah, very good. Yes. Liking, disliking. I like this person, I don't like that person. I like this thing, I don't like that thing. Sankalpa, vikalpa. Accepting, rejecting. This is the primary job of mind. Nothing else. Mind is chanchala. Why is mind chanchala? You're dealing with certain thing, you're not liking it. That's why mind is going somewhere else that you like. You're sitting in the class, you're not liking this class. Your mind goes to a movie that you like it. Okay? The food, our mind is going there to the food. So primary function is this sankalpa vikalpa. The chanchalatvam is a symptom. Chanchalatvam is a symptom. But the root cause is, the primary functionality or the root cause is sankalpa vikalpa. Accepting, rejecting. Constantly, this duality. Constantly mind is doing this thing only. This is the only job. Okay? Now when the mind is disliking, why is the mind going somewhere else? Because it likes there. It likes that aspect. So primarily it is liking, disliking. These are the only two things. Okay? But
safeness, right? It is safe and unsafe here also something, right?
What is it?
Safe and unsafe.
Safe and unsafe. Yeah. These are all dvandvas, dualities. Yeah. So, but a saintly person will always have his mind stable. Equanimity of mind. That is what Krishna is telling here. Ihaiva tair jita sargo esham samye stitam manaha. Stitam manaha means stable mind. Stable mind. That is one quality. And then nirdosham. He is flawless. A saintly person is always flawless. You cannot find any fault in him. You cannot find any fault in him. Samam Brahma. He is constitutionally, he is same as Brahma. Brahma means the Brahman, not the Trimukha Brahma or Panchamukhi Brahma, Chaturmukhi Brahma. But Brahma refers to the Brahman aspect of God. So what are the characteristics of Brahman platform? Sat and Chit. Okay? So this person, the saintly person, who is a sadhu, he is samam Brahma. He is equivalent to Brahma, Brahman. That means he has Sat and Chit also. Okay? Tasmat Brahmani te stitaah. Person who is situated. Tasmat Brahmani te stitaah means such a person, such a saintly person or sadhu, even though he is living in the material world, but he is considered to be situated in Brahman platform. Tasmat Brahmani te stitaah. A person who has these qualities. What are the qualities? Nirdosham and manastitam. People they say, right? Matistimitam. That means their mind is not stable. Their mind is not stable, and they are saying something 1 second and they are saying another thing immediately. So such people, they don't have matistimitam. Okay? So a person who has manastitam and nirdosham, he is considered equivalent to Brahman. And such a person, even though he is living in the material world, he is considered to be situated in Brahman. Tasmat Brahmani te stitam. Ihaiva tair jita sargo. So this is the first thing that happens when a saintly person, he has equanimity of mind and nirdosham. The first thing that is exhibited as Ihaiva tair jita sargo. He conquers the dualities of this world, like birth and death. Sarga means, the word used in the shloka is sarga. Sarga means it refers to both birth and death. Primarily it refers to creation. Sarga means creation. In Bhagavatam, there are 10 topics. There are 10 subject matters that are discussed in Bhagavatam. What are the 10 subject matters? There is a shloka in Bhagavatam itself that describes what are the 10 different topics. Atra sarga visargasyo sthanam pushanam utayah Manvantara Ishanukata. Manvantara Ishanukata. Nirodha Muktir Ashrayah. Nirodha Muktir Ashrayah. These are the 10 topics. Sarga, creation. Visarga, secondary creation. Sarga is the creation done by Vishnu. And Visarga is secondary creation done by Brahma. Atra Sarga Visargasya Sthanam means maintenance. Sthanam Pushanam. Pushanam means Sthanam is residence. It talks about residence. It talks about different lokas and this Bhuloka also. Okay, Sthanam is the residence and Pushanam is the maintenance, nourishment. Okay, and Uti means inclinations. Good inclination, bad inclination. Hiranyakashipu, bad inclination, demoniac inclination. Prahlada, devotional inclination. Okay, Daiva, Asura. Hiranyakashipu is Asura and Prahlada is Sura or Daiva. Uti and then Nirodha, obstacles. Obstacles on the path of Bhakti, Mukti, liberation, and Ashraya, shelter. These are the 10 topics of Bhagavatam. In the 10 topics, the first one is Sarga. Sarga means creation. So here, that Sarga is translated as birth and death. But primarily, Sarga means creation. When there is no creation, there is no destruction. When there is no birth, there is no death. So that way, Sarga can technically, if you understand it deep in a deeper way using Sanskrit meaning, it refers only to creation. But it is good to say that Sarga also means birth and death. When there is no birth, there is no death. So a saintly person, he is not disturbed by these dualities, birth and death. Just like how we are disturbed when there's a death. When there's a death to the family members, we are disturbed, we are lamenting. And when death comes to us, we feel great amount of pain. But saintly person, they don't feel pain. They don't feel disturbance by birth and death. They are equal. Okay? Ihaivatayir jita sargo. They cross all these dualities. They cross all these changes. And they are beyond the sankalpa vikalpa of the mind. So what else does Prabhupada describe in the purport? As long as one identifies with this body, he is considered a conditioned soul. So only in the conditioned state, we identify with the body and we are disturbed by all these changes. That's why we don't have equanimity of mind. But as we gain spiritual knowledge, as we gain knowledge about the soul and super soul, then we will not be disturbed by these changes. Then we will also have equanimity of mind.
Okay, while taking birth also, so will have pain?
Yes.
Why we are taking birth?
First of all, the condition in the mother's womb for 9 months, that itself is very painful.
After birth, we won't remember all those.
Yeah, after birth we don't remember. But when the soul is in the mother's womb, it's a dark place. It's very congested. The bodily limbs are developing and growing, but there is not much place to move around. And whatever mother eats, the baby has to eat. So it's a very miserable condition. So in that condition, the soul prays to the Lord, saying that, "Oh Lord, please give me an opportunity to come out. I will serve you eternally. I will never forget your lotus feet." But as soon as the soul comes out, everything is forgotten, and we have to do so much. We have to, every week we have to come to Linwood to attend the classes. Every Friday you have to come to Kirtan. We have to do so much to regain our consciousness again. So
It is like the same thing happens even after birth. Like, I mean, just like when we were in womb, there's a lot of darkness.
Yeah.
There's certain restricted conditions, everything, right? So we keep praying that. I mean, we think this is it. This is how I'm going to live forever.
Yeah.
But we come out,
Mm.
and there is like at least better conditions.
Yeah.
So the same thing happens. They say after death also.
Mm.
So there will be, I mean, when you reach Paramatma, there will be lot better conditions. But
Yeah.
we think this is how, I mean, we have to acquire a lot. We have to work for like certain time.
Hmm.
We have to save. We have to like be better, attain certain status.
Yeah, all material desires.
Material desires, and when there is darkness, we get sad and everything, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they say. Like, I mean, after death, the death should not be considered as like, end of everything. It's good. It's a pathway to the better thing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So that's why when an elderly person, when they are 75, 80 years old like that, when they suffer from some diseases for some time and then eventually they die, everybody feels a big relief. They think it's good. Whatever happened is good. It's good for that person, good for the family members also. Because he doesn't have to suffer so much and he has left peacefully. And in the next life, he'll get a better body, fresh, youthful body. He can continue his bhakti journey. Yeah. But as long as we are identifying with this material body in the conditioned state, we are subject to these changes. So, but in the elevated stage, as we go through the spiritual sadhana, we'll achieve that equanimity of mind. Okay? So that's about this.
One question.
Yes.
So usually the driving force for the human is the likes, dislikes, interests and disinterests, right?
Yeah.
So if the person doesn't have any likes, dislikes, interests and disinterests, so what is the motivation for that person to leave? So how it looks like for that person? So everything appears so neutral, so grounded. So there is nothing special, right? In like.
Yeah. So if you start liking everything, that's a problem. If you start disliking everything, is also a problem. So that's a good question. So see in India, right? We see everything nice. All the cars are nice, roads are nice, all the houses are nice. In simple words, we like everything, but we are not satisfied, right? When we go to India, we are satisfied. One house big, one house small. Somebody has a two-wheeler, somebody has a four-wheeler. Somebody is rich, somebody is poor. When we see all these things, then we like it. Before coming to US, we used to hate that. But after experiencing some life for some years in US, after seeing everything same, we get bored of it. Huh? No drama. No melodrama. everything is nice here. Everything is nice. That's also a problem. We are liking everything. That's also a problem. And disliking everything is also a problem. So we need to have, that's why we need to have an equilibrium. An equilibrium. The equilibrium means even though there are some factors that you don't like, even though there are some things that you don't like, you should not be disturbed. It's not like there will not be things that you don't like. There will be things that you don't like, but you will not be disturbed. That is what is called equanimity of mind. Success and failure. There will be a failure. It's not like there will be success all the time. Sometimes there will be success, other times there will be failure. But you are not disturbed. Similarly, liking, disliking, these are constant things in the life. Every minute we see certain things that are we liking, and that other things that we are not liking. But a saintly person is not disturbed.
We should not be liking or disliking Prabhu, or we should not be disturbed with what.
We should not be, when we like certain things, we should not be elated. When we don't like certain thing, we should not be disturbed.
The liking and disliking is again like swabhava, right? Like it will continue happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I should control like liking things or not liking things. That will continue to happen, right? Or like in the example, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the saintly person is being talked about,
Yeah.
They don't like or dislike even, or they're not disturbed with the.
They are not disturbed.
They're not disturbed.
Yeah, liking and dislike is part of the part and parcel of our life. As long as we are in this material condition, material life, liking and dislike, this duality is always existing. When we go to spiritual world, there's no disliking. Everything is liking. Even the dislike also is liking there. It is beyond the level of disturbing or not disturbing. It's a different level.
Because even with liking also, right? What I may be liking today, it erodes up with time, right? Like something I was a kid, I was liking, today I don't like it, right?
Yeah.
The same thing will happen maybe in 10 years later. Something I'm liking today, I may not like.
Yeah. So when that happens, you will be disturbed, right? You are liking something now.
Yeah, well, no, I'm trying to understand that in the spiritual world when you're saying liking is still there.
Yes.
Dislike is not there.
Yeah.
But with liking also, I feel like if you continue liking also, you will be bored or you will stop liking something.
No, in spiritual world it's not like that. In spiritual world, you will like everything. For eternality, you will like everything.
It will not erode with time.
No. There's no forcing factor of time in spiritual world. There's a concept of time in spiritual world, but you are not forced to sleep. In the material world, we are forced to sleep. We are forced to die. We are forced to eat. We are forced to drink. But in spiritual world, there's no forcing.
We have some work to do.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I think Kalpana's goal is to retire from work. Huh? Yeah, no. Whatever chanting you are doing, you have to do there also. Whatever garlands you are making, you have to do there also. More garlands. Every day. You're here. You are making only weekend, but there you have to make every day. Cooking. Whatever you are cooking, you have to cook there also.
If any job is there.
Driving is not there. Except driving, everything is there.
Farming.
Yes, there'll be farming, everything. Yeah.
But people will do based on their swabhava, so you won't feel reluctant about anything, right?
Yeah.
Because you will be in yourself, like realizing.
Yeah.
And I think we should be doing whatever
When
we are supposed to do.
they come in, you can move in,
Yeah.
Or the sun will make you.
Yeah, my understanding is it's not like we are asked to do, but we do what we are supposed to do.
Yes.
Right? And that's how it helps.
Yeah. So there is swabhava, right? Every person has a swabhava, that nature, true nature, our own nature. In the material world, when we are practicing bhakti, that swabhava will be revealed. Maybe in this life, if not in this life, few lifetimes later. That swabhava will be revealed. Swabhava means swabhava, or it is also known as sthayi bhava. So this is the nature in which we used to serve Krishna in spiritual world. Let's say in spiritual world, you are a gopi who always makes garlands for Krishna. Let's say, that's your full-time job. You make one garland and immediately you are making another garland, and then immediately you are making another garland. So constantly you are making garland all the time. If somebody is seeing you, you are always making garlands only. Unlimited number of garlands. That is your sthayi bhava. Let's say in spiritual world. But in material world, you don't know what is your sthayi bhava. You don't know. So you will experiment different things. You will do cooking. You will do some amount of cooking, some garlands, some floor cleaning. You will do so many things. Kirtan, Shravanam. You will do so many things. Slowly over a period of time, that sthayi bhava will become clear to you. It will be revealed to you. Krishna will reveal that this is what you used to do in spiritual world.
Oh, will you know that?
You will know that.
Even in this.
In the material world. Yes. And from that time onwards, you will be focused on doing only that one. Only that activity. And you will go back to spiritual world, continue doing that activity. Yeah. So that is what is service, right? In spiritual world, there is work. That is service.
No hungry, no eating, only always praying God and.
There's no hunger, but you will eat. In material world, you will eat when you are hungry. But in spiritual world, even if you don't eat, nothing will happen to you. You will not feel hungry. Even if you don't sleep, you will not feel tired. But you will sleep, you will eat, everything will be there. It's not a forcing thing.
That's what I asked.
Yeah.
We have some work to do.
Yeah, there is work. There is more work.
You cannot escape.
You cannot escape. And there are no machines. There are no machines.
You cannot automate your work.
You cannot automate. Okay. So it's 1:30. Should we discuss another shloka or stop here? Yeah, maybe one more shloka. 5.20. न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियम्
न प्रहिष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य नोद्विजेत् प्राप्य
स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढो ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः
सम्मूढो ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थितः.
Na, never. Prahrushyet, rejoice. Priyam, the pleasant. Prapya, achieving. Na, does not. Udvijet, become agitated. Prapya, obtaining. Cha, also. Apriyam, the unpleasant. Sthira buddhi, self-intelligent. Asammuda, unbewildered. Brahmavid, one who knows the Supreme perfectly. Brahmani, in the transcendence. Sthita, situated. Venugopal, can you read this?
Yeah. A person who neither rejoices upon achieving something pleasant nor laments upon obtaining something unpleasant, who is self-intelligent, who is unbewildered, and who knows the signs of God, is already situated in transcendence. The symptoms of the self-realized person are given herein. The first symptom is that he is not illusioned by the false identification of the body with his true self. He knows perfectly well that he is not this body, but is a fragmental portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is therefore not joyful in achieving something, nor does he lament in losing anything which is related to this body. This steadiness of mind is called Sthira-buddhi or self-intelligence. He is therefore never bewildered by mistaking the gross body for the soul, nor does he accept the body as permanent and disregard the existence of the soul. This knowledge elevates him to the station of knowing the complete science of the absolute truth, namely Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. He thus knows his constitutional position perfectly well, without falsely trying to become one with the Supreme in all aspects. This is called Brahman realization or self-realization. Such steady consciousness is called Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. So here, Krishna is talking about steady intelligence. The previous shloka, steady mind. Manastitam, and here, sthira buddhi. Sthira buddhir asammodo brahmavid brahmani sthitaha. Na prahrishhet priyam prapya, nodvijet prapya cha priyam. Sthira buddhir asammodo Brahmavid Brahmani Sthitah. So why is Krishna is talking about these different things, mind and here intelligence? Because if equanimity of mind is achieved, and if the intelligence is not correct, then that corrupted intelligence can spoil the mind. If you look at the anatomy of human body, right? So we have earth, water, fire, air, ether, the gross matter, and then the subtle body has mind, intelligence, and false ego. Mano, buddhi, ahankara. Mano, buddhi, ahankara. And part of this gross body are the senses, the gross senses that we see, the eye that we see, the nose that we see, the mouth or tongue that we see, the skin that we see. These are the gross senses. The anatomy is like this, the hierarchy is like this. Senses are at the bottommost level. One level above senses is mind. Mind is also a sense, it's a subtle sense. We have 5 senses at the bottommost level, and then above mind, above senses is the mind, above mind is the intelligence, and above intelligence is the soul, the consciousness. Okay? Actually, above intelligence is the ego, false ego, and then above that is the soul. Okay? Consciousness. That's why Krishna is talking about achieving steady intelligence. Steady intelligence. Only when you have steady intelligence, sthira buddhi, then you will have manasthitam. You will have manasthitam. So how will you achieve steady buddhi or steady intelligence? By cultivating spiritual knowledge. By cultivating spiritual knowledge, you will achieve steady intelligence, sthira buddhi. And when the buddhi becomes steady and strong, then the mind becomes steady. So Krishna is going in the reverse direction here. First we should have talked about intelligence, and then mind. That's how it appears, right? First he should have, as per hierarchy, first he should have talked about intelligence first and then mind. No. But it's a bottom-up approach. It's not a top-down approach. It's a bottom-up approach. So you have to control the senses, and then you have to control the mind. You have to sharpen your intelligence. Okay. In the next shloka, set of shlokas, Krishna talks about senses. He'll talk about senses. So, how to achieve sense control? Now here it is control of intelligence, and then previous shloka control of mind. And next set of shlokas, control of senses. So these are the indriya nigraha. These are the different qualities of a saintly person. How they behave, how they act in the material world. This is similar to the discussion that Krishna had with Arjuna in 2nd chapter. In 2nd chapter, Arjuna asks, what are the symptoms of a sthita prajna person? Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sthitadhir kim prapasheta kimasita prajeta kim. How does a person who is a sthita prajna, how does he walk? How does he sit? How does he speak? How does he speak? He asks these questions. And then 4 or 5 shlokas later, Krishna gives a complete description of how a sthita prajna person speaks, how a sthita prajna person engages his senses, how a sthita prajna person withdraws his senses. All of that knowledge is given already there in 2nd chapter. And he is repeating the same thing here in this section. So like this, in many chapters, in many sections, many places, Krishna will repeat whatever is already said before. This is called Stuna Nikana Nyaya. In Sanskrit, Stuna Nikana Nyaya. Stuna Nikana Nyaya means, Stuna means nail. Nikana means fixing. To fix a nail on the wall, what do? First you take the nail, You hold it with your fingers, 2 fingers, and then gently you will start hitting with a hammer. Initially, you'll hit gently until you confirm that the nail is going straight into the wall in a straight line. Huh? And as soon as you feel that the nail is going straight into the wall, then you start hitting harder, multiple times. Finally, when it is completely fixed in the wall, then you stop. This is called stuna nikana nyaya. The same hammering, you do it multiple times. With one hammering, it will not go. Similarly, for us also, if Krishna tells only once, we will not understand it. That's why Krishna is presenting the same thing in different perspectives, different contexts, different directions, so that we will understand. Stuna nikana nyaya. Okay? Hammering the same thing again and again. Then we will understand. Okay? So, I think we'll pause here. Before we pause, any quick question, comments, reflections? Everything is good? Okay. So we'll stop here. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Grantara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Mahaprasadam ki Jai.